So it's very important that whatever you are learning, you are able to convert that into action, because if you cannot convert that into action, then the knowledge is useless. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
So getting the knowledge and implementing the knowledge is what makes the whole process complete. So that's why I urge you, as much as you can, try as much as possible to execute, take action. You learn A, do A. You learn B, do B. Welcome, brother. How you doing? Adibayo, how you doing?
Sure.
Mr. Adibayo, can you hear me? I think Adibayo can hear me yet.
Yeah.
So let's just wait for others to join. Mr. Adibayo, can you hear me? Hello? Mr. Adibayo, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. I think he didn't accept. No, he didn't accept the audio settings on his phone.
Okay.
So I was expecting that everybody would be here today, and maybe everybody would have gone through the module 2, so that anything that you don't understand, you can now come and ask questions on that regard, and I'll be able to explain further. That's why I always say you should finish the module before the Saturday class or section. But this is basically a question, Q&A, questions and answer, yeah? Where you ask me questions and I'll be able to answer you based on the things we are learning so far. You understand? You don't have any question for me today?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. So it's assume you are following up with the lesson so far.
Yes, if I can just go back to the video and watch it.
Mr. Jaye, Mr. Adibayo, welcome.
Yes, boss.
How you doing? How's work?
Well, we thank God, sir. Good with his family, sir.
Yeah, good. Everybody's fine. So, today is our normal questions and answer section. So if you have any question regarding our previous module, I believe you are done with module 2, right?
Yes, boss.
So any questions for me?
You said in the last session of the video of the module 2 that we should download something, but I don't know what you said we should really download, sir.
Okay, now is the workbook.
I cannot.
Is the workbook? The workbook is already attached to the first view. That is the jumpstart video, the first one. Yeah, the workbook is there. Once you go to that first video in the module 1, the first video, that is the first video in this jumpstart.
Okay.
Let me give you.
Okay, I'll go back and check that. I'll go back and check that later after the session. Yes, boss.
So that's where you get the workbook, yeah? To just fill in and follow up.
Okay, sir.
So have you decided what area you're going to focus on?
Well, I have. I'm still on it, sir. I will come to conclusion latest tomorrow.
Okay.
Latest tomorrow.
Just try before next week, yeah?
because I don't want to take something and say, sir, I want to change. No, once I take it, I take it.
No, the thing is, yeah, you don't need to, like this where people get it wrong. Sometimes when you are as an entrepreneur, yeah, your first business you start might not really work. Do you understand?
Okay.
So
Okay,
the first
sir.
one might not work, then you try again another one, then that one might not work, you try again. So you just keep trying till you find the one that works. But the most important thing is
Okay,
that you don't wait till you find the perfect idea, because you can never know which one is the perfect idea. Do you understand?
Okay.
So I'll
Okay,
give you
sir.
an example. The person, Mark Zuckerberg, when he created a Facebook, he had other amazing ideas before Facebook came. Yeah, he was trying other things and they didn't work until he made Facebook, and Facebook kicked off. And before you know it, Facebook became the number one thing that made him all the money he has today. So it's just about testing your ideas, seeing how it goes. Don't wait for the perfect one. That's a mistake. The purpose of this course is not to get the perfect idea. The purpose is just to understand the process, how it works. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, boss. Okay, sir.
So the purpose is just to understand how the process works. Do you understand?
Okay.
So that
Yes, boss.
when you understand the process, because what I'm giving you guys right now, yeah, is how you start building an online business. When you create a product, you identify a problem and you create a digital product around that problem, then you start selling. From next week, we are going to be talking about offer, which is how to package that product that people will want it so that you can start selling it. Yeah. So if you understand the entire structure of the entire business, then it's going to be easy for you now. Even after the course, you still have the knowledge and the understanding of how to execute and take action. That's the most important thing.
All right.
Mr. Bode, good evening. How are you doing? Mr. Abiola, your mic is not on.
I was muted. I am good. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can. So how's it going?
Yes, good. Good on my side.
Okay, how's the family?
Yeah, everyone good. Thank you.
So were you able to go through the module 2?
Yes, I went. I guess is the key one is the key one is about the defining the target audience, which is more around the instant empathy exercise. Is that the one?
No, the module 2 about on the knowledge to profit with AI program. Yeah? What we talk about?
Oh, the AI program. I saw the AI program. I'm just watching. Yeah, because I'm going through the courses. I'm just going back again. I saw the one with the AI. I see it's a very good content about how the AI is being able to, you have been able to learn from that and how we can leverage that capability, which is great. And from my point, the key area for my side is once we gather all the relevant information, this relevant information, we connect it into a PDF format. Is that correct?
No, it's not necessarily a PDF format. Yeah, I think what you do now. I think you've not gone through I give you access to a new program, the Knowledge to Pro with AI, where I break down how you can use AI to create a product. You can use AI to identify avatar and create a product that can solve the avatar's problem. Then now you have a product, you have a digital product that we can now sell in the next module. So the next module will be released next week. So if you can, just go through that module 2. It's very, very important. You understand that I break down process of ChatGPT and how you can use it to create some programs. So that's the question I was asking.
Yes, I actually saw the video. I saw the video. I even watched it again today, which is good. But my question is, once you identify, you spoke about the niche in there. Yeah. I saw the various niches that you identified, that you mentioned. I'm just looking at, once you get the niche, how do you and you get the content, you have those contents, is that content going to be represented as a PDF format? That's the question. Or is it going to be as a PowerPoint?
Okay, I understand your question now. Well, you don't necessarily need to convert it into a PDF format, yeah? Like what I did there with AI is that I use AI to identify a niche that I can create a course for. You understand? So once you have the outline for that course, that is the modules and the lessons in that module. Module 1, this is the lessons. Module 2, these are the lessons. Module 3, these are the lessons. Yeah, once you have that, then that now becomes, what you create the content around, the video around to show the person how to achieve that particular result in those various lessons. You get?
So you
can only do it on PDF format when you want to sell it as an ebook. But me, I advise people to go through the route of online courses because if you are selling an ebook and you're selling an online courses, you are doing the same amount of work when it comes to marketing it. But the reward is low compared to an online course. You buy or sell an ebook for a high price. Yeah. So an online course is perceived more higher because based on people and the way we like to consume content nowadays, it's easy for people to go to an online course and get the idea than to go read a PDF file. Do you understand? So what you should be doing is like you have what you are going to, that is the outline for your program. You have the outline for that program. The next module talks about, that is module 3, talks about how we can package that outline into an offer. Because normally, I used to tell people to create courses before they sell them. But now I realize it's actually a waste of time. You get your outline. Once you get your outline, that is the step-by-step procedures that the person is going to take to achieve the result. Once you get that outline, then you start selling the course immediately. Why? Because once you see that people are willing to pay for that idea, then now you know that you have something tangible to create. So it's not as if you are wasting your time anymore to go and create the course, and at the end of the day, nobody buys it. The market is always going to tell you that I want this thing, I don't want it. So the purpose for that AI module is just to show you how to use AI to come up with products, product ideas. Once you have the product ideas and you have the various modules structured and outlined that way, then now in the next module, we talk about how to package it, how we name it, and how to turn it into an offer that you can start selling immediately to see who will buy it. If nobody buys it, then you don't have to spend the time to go create it. You can go try another idea. I think somebody's playing football there. Is it football?
Thank you, Charles. I guess someone is unmuted.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is Adeyemi. Adeyemi is unmuted. Can you go on mute, please?
Let me just mute them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I get that. I guess where I'm also going again, it might be a bit advanced, to be honest, because I'm doing some testing.
Okay.
In terms of utilizing 11 Labs and all these Midjourney, just to look out to create some images or to use to create videos.
Yeah.
To create a video avatar with the use of avatar, and you are now put along with the main content itself.
Okay.
So, but I'm still that is still in progress. But I guess that I get your point. That what you're actually saying now is we need to be able to build incrementally. To start first, to test the market. If there's market in there, then we move ahead. We go ahead on it. If there's no market there, we can also remodify or re-engineer that product, or if we need to create a new product entirely, which is great, which is fine. But I'm not really techy. Well, it's not about techie, but on creating designs and all that. But I guess it's something that we can utilize, or I can utilize the capability of the AI to work on. So probably maybe I might need to have a chat with you offline so that I don't take too much of the time, the benefit of the people that are on this course, on this meeting.
Okay. One thing I would say is this, Mr. Bode. I understand where you are going with all of this, the mid-journey stuff and all this thing. You want to go into the technical aspect of it, But like what I tell people here, it's not really understanding the technicalities that's really important. A lot of people who have the technical skill, who knows how to create amazing images and videos with all this AI platform, and yet they don't know how to convert that technicality into a business. You understand? So when I'm creating this program, Knowledge to Profit with AI, I go through the process of because everything I'm teaching you guys right now is things I experimented before. I made $30,000 the first week I launched a program with AI. The same way I went through that process whereby, I use AI to identify a niche, and from there I create an avatar, and from there I use AI to create the product. Do you understand? Then the purpose of all of this is what I'm doing right now. I've not done anything technical, so that anybody who's not from the technical background is not going to feel complicated or overwhelmed by, oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I want to create this. No, you don't need to bother about all that. Just follow the process as it's laid out. Because if you want to jump out of the curriculum, it's going to really cause a lot of confusion. Yeah, the use cases for AI is something I cannot even go into yet, because there are so many things I do with it that I cannot really, because it's fun for me and easy for me to do because that's my background. So for someone that's not their background, I want to create something. I want it to be like a simple use case whereby, okay, what we are doing is also create a product with this stuff, a digital product that we can sell to and in exchange for money. Yeah. So the way to go about that is forget about the technicalities first. Do you understand? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? I got disconnected.
Yeah, I guess we lost you. We lost you, but you came back. That's good.
So like I'm saying, just follow the process. The process is just follow the process I'm laying down in this particular program now. You are going to see how it's going to build up over time. Yeah, just follow the process. Now we have used the AI, the way I showed you in that module 2, to identify a niche you want to create a product in, and make sure the niche is something, like I said, it's something that you have a background knowledge on, because it's going to help a lot when you're creating the course later on. Because if you have a background knowledge, you are going to feel confident to teach it. You're going to feel confident to give the person the result. But if you don't have the background knowledge, it's going to be as if you are trying to, overwork yourself. So just follow the process, identify a niche that fits into something you already know, then use AI to go research it and, build an avatar like the way I showed you there, and identify the challenges the avatar is going through, and just, then use AI to tell it to bring up some solutions on that regard that will help that avatar. When you are done with that, then when we enter module 3 rather, I'm going to show you how you can use you can package that into an offer that you can make to your ideal clients. Yeah, so that we can use that to start testing the market. Then when it's time to build the product, I'm also going to give you a simpler way to go about building the product, whereby, okay, you have somebody who is interested in this, who I want to finish my, come on, live here. Come on, try your face. Come on, this is mine. I'm busy. Yeah, I'll go downstairs. I'm busy. So, like I'm saying now, it's going to be easy for you now to navigate the journey, because if you try to think about the technicalities of AI, you are not going to be able to use it to really get so much. There's so many use cases for it. But right now, what we are just looking at is how to use it to create a product. Right? When we create a product, I'm going to also show you how to use it to create marketing content for that product. Right? In another module, I'm also going to show you how to start using it to, like, okay, you have a product. Now we need content, how to use to generate content, and start implementing those content I put on social media to attract people on that particular stuff. So that's just it.
I have a question. Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
I have a question. Because I want to drive myself by your steering. I want to go under your guidance.
Okay.
What I mean by I want to drive myself is I want to give myself task. As those module, as you are creating those module, I want to also utilize myself as a case study, or as a or just to test this the process.
Okay.
So what I will do now, I have a niche on communication skill, how to build the communication skill and public speaking. Okay, that is one. Then the second, and the second one is is on mental health.
Okay.
So those are the two, but I will utilize the building of the communication skill and building of that confidence in public speaking.
Okay.
So now I have a niche, and maybe I wouldn't mind to come in after each of the module. I will come in and I will present. I will present that. I would say that product. I'll present it. I wouldn't mind, so that if you don't mind, that is fine. If you don't mind, I wouldn't mind to come in. So in order to drive myself,
okay,
to ensure that I am applying what I'm learning from your course,
okay,
so that you want to say, okay, if there's anything else that needed to be done, it's up to you if you agree with that.
That's okay. That's okay. That's also okay. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. I think that's it for me. So I'll give others opportunity to ask their question. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other question, guys? Let's unmute and ask questions. If you have a question, unmute yourself and ask your question. What are you doing? That's Molly. Hello, anybody there?
We don't.
I think I think most of us have not really gone through the modules. That I believe so, because if you have gone through the modules, then you should have questions you should ask me right now. You know, the reason for this session is to ask questions that I went through the module, but I don't really understand this. How do I do this? How do I do this? Then now I cannot tailor the answer directly to your situation. That will make you even absorb the information better. That will allow you to take actions faster. Like I said, yeah, this is not a program where you just come and consume information. Yeah, this is a practical class, and what we are doing here is building a business. So the action is what's going to make it work. Because without the action, then it's going to be difficult for you to now get the result that the program is going to give you. So imagine now saying, okay, just like you go to school, we are in module 2, and you've not done module 1 assignment. Then we'll get to module 3, you are still behind the module 2. We get to module 5, you are still behind the module 3. You see that you're not really follow along, but when you are following along, and I believe by now, what I should be hearing is that, oh, based on what you taught on module 2, I've gone through the module 2, and I've been able to, hey, I'm busy. I've been able to come up with this niche. I've been able to come up with this niche, and I have this particular outline already, and I'm just waiting for the next step on how to convert this into an offer. Yeah, that will make me more excited that, yeah, okay, wow, because this thing is not really, the reason why you are using AI is to enable the process very quick. Because normally, if we are doing it, so okay, say you are sitting down trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to create a product around without AI? It's going to be difficult for you when maybe you might have a lot of knowledge on different things, or maybe you might understand the different information, yeah? But now you are using AI to just come up with those ideas, and those will now help get your brain to start, analyzing and thinking and creating solutions. Before you know it, you have something solid. So that's just the point of AI. That's why I had to create this course, to ensure that you to make the process as simple or as easy as possible. This is the simplest way you can do it. So do I have, hey, go on me, mom. Mom is answered. Mom is calling you. Go on me, mom. Just follow. Can't call follow.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe in the absence of question, maybe question like might still come up later.
Okay.
There's one of your module. I don't know if I can ask a question I saw in one of your modules.
Okay.
This is where you mentioned about defining the target audience, and
Yeah.
you mentioned the fact that in defining the target audience, there are three elements, or there are some elements that one needs to consider. Probably you mentioned about maybe it might be due to the security, if one is looking to provide for the family, or might be based on you maybe want some financial freedom, you want to work on your terms, or probably you want to make better for you, maybe from relationship point of view.
Yeah.
I guess you still remember that.
No.
If we need maybe where we are at the moment, we how does the target audience where we are at the moment in that module 2, how does that really resonate with identifying the core desires or identifying the target audience?
Okay, what you're talking about are the core desires of when you're creating products, yeah? I
Yes.
talked about a concept that people don't buy. Hey, go on, mom, I'm busy, okay? I'm busy. So what I talked there is that, what I said there is that people don't buy anything you are buying in your life. You are buying it because of the results you are going to get, because of the result that thing is going to give you. I didn't go and buy an iPhone because the iPhone is a product. Oh, jeez. Excuse me, guys. Let me just get this one now. I told you not to come. I'm locking my door, please. My apologies, guys. Hey, stop that.
Please, I have a question.
Let me just, I'm coming with a question. Let me just go ahead with the question I was asking. Like I was saying here, what we are doing here as product creators and sellers, we are creating solutions for people's problem. Do you get? So people don't buy products because they just want to buy products. They buy products because of the emotional connection that product has to them. So the reason why people go buy iPhone 15 when it just comes out is because they feel connected to it, that if I buy iPhone 15, it's going to make me feel like maybe I'm using the latest phone or I'm better than my peers. Whatever egoistic feeling people get from that shit. When you buy a new car, it ties to your ego. When you buy, everything we buy is based on our desires. So what I'm saying there is this. When you are creating an avatar, that is, the avatar is just like the ideal person that you know that this solution is for. Because you're not trying to create solutions for everybody, because if you create solutions for everybody, you're going to miss it. You are creating solutions for a specific avatar. And the person I like to recommend most time is you before you know the things you know now. That is you of a few years ago. You are creating a solution, a blueprint of some sort to get the person from where they were or where you were to where you are now, the results you now have. So in that regard, you have to tie it to their core desires, in the sense that, like, okay, people spend money to buy things because of how they because the desires that thing because the desire they have. So now, if I'm creating my product, I want to understand, okay, with this entire course I created now is to give people the opportunity to be able to start making money from the internet. Yeah, the desire is to make money from the internet. But why do you want to make money from the internet? The desire is that you want to work from home and have that freedom. You know, why do you want to have that freedom? The desire is that when you have that freedom, you will have more time for your loved ones. You get where I'm going with this? For your loved ones and the people you care about. Why do you want that? Your desire is that when you do that, then the people in your life will feel special because now you're giving them your time. So I'm just coming from the perspective of somebody who have a family, for instance. Yeah, when you compare that with somebody who is working 24 hours in a job that they don't have time for their family, even though they are providing, yes, at some point you're going to feel some disconnection with your kids and your family, yeah. But now when you say, okay, I want to help this person out, how can I tie what I'm creating for this person that will get them a solution based on what they want, their ultimate desire, that I want the freedom. So by giving them that freedom, that's what you are selling to them at the end of the day. You're not selling them your product anymore. You're selling them the solution, that is the freedom. You get? So for my program now, when you're getting my program, you are getting the ability for you to just, have the freedom to live life on your terms. Why do I say that a lot? Because of this stuff I do, whereby I create products and I sell digital products like that, I have the freedom to really do whatever I want. Do you get? I'm not tied to a specific job. I'm not tied to something that has to control me or take me away from spending time with my family like I want to do. So that's just the concept I'm just trying to paint here. So it's all about understanding your core avatar to the core. And the only way to really understand somebody to the core is if you were that person before. If you at some point of your life, you are that person, you were that person struggling and going through that same situation that you are creating a solution for right now, then that will make it very easy for you to communicate in their language. You are going to be able to speak to them directly when you pick up okay, maybe you want to create marketing material, for instance, around the product. Yeah, you are going to know what to say to that person because why? You've been there before. You've lived that life. You've gone through that pain. You understand them to the core. And when you understand someone to the core, guess what? When you speak to them, they're going to be able to trust what you're saying because they know that this person knows where I am right now. How does he know? I want to find out what he knows that got him out of this space. So now that's where they get to give you the money to give you the solution. I don't know if it makes sense though.
Yes, it does. It does.
Right.
I guess Abiola have a question for you. Over to you, Abiola.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you for always being there for us. My question is, on the course, you told us there are some certain ways that we can actually sell our idea, and one of the idea is I think ebook, and another one is online course.
Yeah.
So my question is, please, can you teach us how to create an ebook? Because with my observation, one of the easiest way to sell an idea is by making an ebook. This is because we are starting afresh, and sometimes probably some of us we don't have the courage, or we don't have the population as yet. But when we have an ebook, we can actually persuade our target to purchase the ebook. And okay, if you need any more information, if you need any more idea, okay, I will be there for you, probably from social media or whatever. So my question is, how can we create an ebook, and what are the things that we can collate that we make it more efficient, that we make it more attractive? Okay. Because since you told us that we have to, before we can actually create a problem that we can solve, we should look at our past, what we have gone through before. With that, we can take that as a problem, and we can try to provide solutions. So I have an idea.
Okay.
Because I keep thinking. So I have an idea. The idea is, the school I went, where I graduated, there are a lot of issues that a lot of students are confronting. So because I went there, so I know a lot of problem. I can actually create a lot of problem because they are what I have seen people go through. There are some of them. I have also go through some of them.
Okay.
So my idea is I want to collate something. I want to collate something. Though I know some problems and I know how to prefer solution to it. But I want to elaborate. I want it to be. I want to elaborate about it so that I can explain to them. So I can have an ebook. So I need you to teach us how to create an ebook, sir.
Okay, that's amazing. Thanks for the question. Yeah. Normally there was going to be a separate module that teaches you how to put all these things together into a program or an ebook or an online course, depending on the one you want to go for. Yeah. But the structure is simple. Did you watch the AI module where I showed you how to use the AI to break down the outline for that course? We talk about module 1.
Yes,
you watched that one, yeah?
Yes.
So that's amazing. That's exactly is the structure for an ebook. It's simply the same, yeah, but you are just turning the module 1 into chapter 1. Then you break the lessons down. Okay, section 1, I talk about this. Section 2, I talk about this. Section 3, I talk about this. Module 2 will be chapter 2. Do you understand? So you're replacing module for chapter for module. That's just the difference. But the framework at its core that you're using to solve that problem is still the same. Do you get what I'm saying? The framework at its core is still the same. So what I mean by framework now is that, okay, if you watch the lesson, isn't the lesson 3, if I'm not mistaken, the lesson 3 in that module 2, I talk about something called the outline. The outline are the steps, the various steps that the person is going to take to get to that result you promised them. That I'm buying this thing from you now. This is the result you are going to get when you buy this thing, yeah? So you've promised me that result. So what are the steps you are going to take them through? What steps are you going to take them through? What are you going to teach them? Or what do they need to know to be able to get that particular result? Yeah. So that now becomes your various chapters. The steps becomes your various chapters. Step 1, this is what you need to do. If you see the way this entire program is structured, you understand what I'm saying here. It's the same thing I'm showing you. I'm just showing you behind the scene how I do it. Module 1, we talk about laying the foundation for success. If I'm writing an ebook, the same topics in those modules, in that module 1, the same lessons are what will be the sections in my first chapter. So I'll say chapter 1, laying the foundation for success. Then as I talk about write the chapter, then I say, okay, underneath it, the sub-chapter will be, the first one will be building confidence. I'll write about building confidence. The next sub-chapter will be the MSF framework. I'll write about that. The next sub-chapter will be whatever we have there. I think the success mindset framework. Those will now be my chapters. My sub-headings and my chapters. Then each of the modules will not be each of the chapters I'm giving to that person. The point for all this is that after they finish chapter 1, they know what they need to do. They know the result they need to get for that chapter 1. When they go to chapter 2, they know what they learn there. They know what they need to do there. The next chapter, the same thing. So that at the end of the entire ebook or the course you created, you are getting the person to that result, that peak of the mountain that you promised them, that this is your result you are going to get. I don't know if this makes sense to you there. Did you get what I said, Abiola?
Yes, I got your point. Thank you so much.
So you're welcome. So the bottom line is, when we break down that, if you've watched module 2, when we talk about the AI, when we use AI to generate the modules, did you watch that particular lesson at all? That part, I think, is the part 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think the part 2 of the AI advantage. Did you watch that particular lesson?
Yes, I watched everything.
Okay. For that part 2, you see where it broke down all the various modules, where you took module 1, then you talk about lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, module 2, lesson 3, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. Each of those modules, that's the framework like when I say framework, is the blueprint to build or create the digital course or your ebook. So when you have the blueprint now, okay, the blueprint is that for chapter 1, I need to teach them this. For chapter 2, I need to teach them this. Chapter 3, I need to teach them this. So that blueprint becomes what you build your entire product around. So if you are creating an ebook, you're going to build your product, your ebook around that, whereby each of the modules becomes your chapter. That is the module 1 becomes of chapter 1, and so forth and so on. So that's how you now correlate it into the product, the finished product. But I'm going to show you the practical way of like, okay, now you have your framework. Like I told you, the framework is what you are converting into the particular product. The framework, that outline that I showed you now, that outline is what you are converting. When you have the outline, that's what you are going to convert into your product, whatever product you choose. If you choose an ebook, or if you choose an ebook, or you choose an online course, or even if you choose a mastermind, or if you choose a workshop, whatever you choose, that framework is what you are going to be teaching. Like, this is my framework. These are my steps for getting these results. Like what I'm giving you now in this program is my steps. The steps I go through when I want to create a program. This is the behind the scenes I'm showing you. I'm giving you that. Then I'm going to also show you how to sell the program too. Because it's not just about creating. It's also about, okay, after I've created, how do I sell? We are going to talk about that in a later lesson, a later chapter, module. But for now, it's the same process I'm taking you through. I'm taking you through step 1. We lay the foundation. That is the lesson, the module 1. We lay the foundation, yeah? Then step 2, now we are creating the product. That is the module 2. Module 3, we're going to talk about creating the offer. That is what you are going to be offering. When you package an offer to people to buy. Then module 4, we're going to talk about how to get your first sale. Okay, now you've created your offer, you've created your product. Okay, how do I sell that? How do I meet people to sell that? How do I convince people to sell that? We'll talk about that. Then in the module 2, we'll talk about module 5, we'll talk about the one-to-many selling. Yeah, so these are just the same process. It's the same structure I'm taking you through. So whatever result you promise that person, you need to create that structure. The structure is like the foundation of a house. The blueprint of a house. When you want to build a house, the first thing you get your land. When you get your land, you take the survey documents to your architect. Say, bro, this is my survey document. Please build something or create a plan for me for this survey. Yeah. So the architect is now going to give you a laid out structure on how the various pillars of the house will look, how the walls will be like, the windows, the doors, and everything. That's the framework of the building. So when you take your framework, no matter the engineer you give it to, they're going to be able to read that framework and give you the result that framework promised. That is, as I look at the blueprint, they're going to be able to say, okay, this is the blueprint that you've given me. Okay, my workers, come, let's build this thing. So build the foundation, dig the foundation, and start laying the blocks. And before you know it, it gives you the exact thing that is laid out on that particular blueprint. So that's what you're creating now. The module 2 is about putting out the structure of your course together, the foundation. That is the blueprint that you now convert into your offer, which is if you want to offer it as an online course, or if you want to offer it as an ebook, that will not be your choice. But personally, I always recommend online courses, right? So if anybody have on that question.
Do we have to create offer for every product?
Yes. People buy offers. People don't buy products. Do you understand? So when we talk about offers, you're going to understand the offer. What I mean by offer, right? Offer is a way for you to make a product look more valuable than the amount you are selling that product for. So you want to make the person who's buying that product feel like, wow, I think I cheated this person. I think that the value I'm getting from this thing is too much compared to the money I paid. That's the offer there. That's the mindset of offering. That's where you have to package it in a way that the person will be willing to buy it from you at the price that you've set, without really contesting the price that, oh, this price is too much. Because they know that when I after going through the program, they'll be like, oh man, based on what this person gave me now, this I'm not supposed to buy this. So do you get the answer?
Okay, DM very soon. Group. DM
DM
background. Yeah, I've muted it. Anybody have another question? Yeah. Let's try. Yeah. Let's try to always go through the program before the weekends, the Saturday classes. Why? Because it's going to help you. As you are going through the classes, you are going to be able to get your questions and write them down. These are my questions. I don't understand this part of it. You write it down. I don't understand this part of it. So that when you come to this section, it's going to be easy for you to ask those questions. And I can tailor my answer directly to your own specific map. So for instance, now what I've not seen here is that I'm not seeing anybody come up with say, okay, this is the idea I have based on the product I want to create. You know, this is the idea I have. And I've already put out this module together. I've already created this blueprint, but I'm just thinking about, I'm having confusion on this regard, or I'm having confusion on this regard. That will not be more better way to make it more easy for you to understand the entire process. Because when you ask me a specific question to your own situation like that, then you see that the answer that I'm going to give you is going to be like, oh, okay, now that the thing that was confusing me has been lifted up. So it will now allow you to move to the next step. Any other question, guys?
Do you have any idea on affirmations? Probably a motivational affirmations that one can convert into a digital product. I know we can still search on GPT, but if you have any.
I think affirmations is tied to the results you want to give to that person, yeah? Because affirmations, for me, when I was building my confidence back in the day, I used affirmations a lot. So depending on the results you want to give to that person, is it affirmations for making money, affirmations for getting a particular goal you've set for yourself? It just depends on your own the thing you've set for yourself. But I would say if you want to really learn about affirmations a lot, one of the person that's very good on that regard is Tony Robbins. It really gives a lot of fantastic affirmations in his pages. So what I would do here is, the trick I would do here is this. I will go to ChatGPT. I will tell ChatGPT, I would say you are acting like Tony Robbins. Give me an affirmation course or an affirmation program that I can, or an affirmation blueprint that I can teach to people to get so results. So ChatGPT will not pretend to be Tony Robbins and think from Tony Robbins' perspective and say, okay, this is what I would say, or this is what I would say, and give you some ideas. From there, you can now build upon those ideas. That's how you can really use it. And you can tell it to act like someone, you know, to pretend to be someone else. And that when I say someone, not just some random people who have who are established on the internet, like people who are motivational speakers who have a lot of following online, people like that who have credibility on the internet, not just somebody who is not known. So those kind of people, even someone like Jordan Peterson, you can tell them, you can tell ChatGPT to act like Jordan Peterson and give you a particular answer based on how it's going to answer it. So if you have a question you want to ask to Peterson, it's going to think like Peterson and give you that answer. So that's some use cases. Like, okay, I even forget to put this out there. I'm going to upload a program, but that's going to be after this program is done. That's going to be a more deeper training for ChatGPT. That's a program I bought for $990 something. Yeah. So I just want to put it put it inside my platform so that who intends to learn about ChatGPT on a very deep level can go through that program. It teaches you a lot about ChatGPT, the use cases, how you can really think towards understanding the power of AI and some other useful tools like Midjourney and different things. Yeah, so that it can help you with maybe content creation. But that's going to be after this program, so that you don't leave this program and go be watching that. You're not confused the entire thing. So that's just a bonus I have for you guys who are in this program right now. So, but that will be after this program, once the program is ended. So is there any other question, guys? I think we are almost at the end time. We have 5 minutes to go. If you have any question, let's go. Well, Russell is not here. Russell is someone who I think he joined the program last month. And he created his first product already, and he's already sold about five products already. He has already gotten his money back within he launched the products last week or so. They launched the product last week, and they already made 5 sales this week. I think 2 days ago, that's when they made the first 5 sales. So I wish he was here so I can also tell you about the experience. Like this is to tell you that the things I'm teaching you here, they actually work 100% if you take action. It's not just about getting information. No, information alone is useless. What makes information valuable is when you've been able to convert that information into action steps. That, okay, from this information I got, I was able to take this action, this action, this action. Now I have this. I think we are overthinking the entire process. Like I said, the best way you can come up with a product is to think through the person you were before. You are trying to help that person. You think towards, okay, who was I 5 years ago before I know some of the things I know now in this industry, in this field, in this thing I'm doing? Who was I before I started thinking about, okay, learning about these things I'm learning right now? Who was I? How was I thinking? Yeah. So you cannot think about, okay, how do I create a program to help that person? If you are doing that, yeah, you are going to have more confidence and courage to put out something, because you'll not be thinking towards like, oh, am I sure that I know enough, or am I sure that I have enough credibility to teach this person? No, because you know that this is somebody you've been before, and you've been able to work on yourself to grow that level. You'll be able to create something to go and help that person. And if you think about it, there are lots of people like that person you were before who do not even have half of the orientations or the knowledge that you currently possess. They don't have half of the skills. So if you are looking for those persons, it's going to be easy for you to find them on the internet. Do you understand? This is one of the biggest secrets I will tell you. Don't try to create products for other people. Create product for the person you were a few years ago. That's going to make the products very easy for you to put something together. And from there, you have your MVP. Your MVP is your minimum valuable product. You don't need to get the products perfectly right. You just need to have a minimum valuable product that you can build upon. I have this product. It's not perfect, but as people go through the product, I'm going to see how to make it better. That's what they do with everything you see today. This is the iPhone 6. iPhone 6. If you bring out the now the iPhone 6, the iPhone 11, they already had the idea to create this iPhone 11 when they produced this one. Yeah, but they had to bring a minimal valuable product so that they can start building it gradually. They can be updating it. A lot of them already know what they are going to make in the next 20 years. They already have a prototype already of the kind of phone they want to release in the next 20 years. They have it already in their storeroom. They're already working on it, but they cannot bring it now because it's not ready. So what they do is they bring up minimal valuable product that they can, share with the public. So you now will be testing those products, and from the feedbacks they get, they'll be making the next one better. That's how they think through anything when it comes to, creating products in the marketplace. So is there any other question, guys? We just have 1 minute to go. In any other question? Guys, we need to do better, man, because if you don't do better, my motivation is going to dip down. I need people to be asking me questions based on, like, I've put this together, but I'm confused in this. It's going to make it easy for the interaction to really go well, because now we know that we are learning in these sections. Yeah. So guys, this brings us to the end of this section. I wish you all a wonderful evening, and please, I beg you, take action on things you are learning. Please, I beg you. These are things I wish I knew a long time ago. Like, I wish I knew them a long time ago when I was starting out this journey. I know it's difficult. I know it's uncomfortable, but the truth is this: anything you are doing for the first time is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be 100%. But the ones who win, like I tell you, are the ones who are able to stay consistent and keep pushing. When they face those temporary defeats, they still keep pushing. They still say, no, I'm going to figure it out. And eventually, the small results or the small actions you take are going to stack up, and then you are going to see what you are going to build at the end of the day. When I started this journey, I know how crazy the journey was. Let me show you a picture. Yeah, I just want to show you this picture so that you understand that it's not really about whether it's a perfect journey or not. No, it's just understanding that it's a process. Do you understand? It's a process. Let me see if I can find this picture here, just to show you, to understand that everything, the process you are going through now, I passed through the process too. And that's why I had to make the entire journey very easy so that anyone can go through it and get results. So this is a picture I took. I think this was when I made my first 10 million on the internet. If you can see your screen here, this is when I made my first 10 million on the internet. Yeah. This picture itself, you can see the way I look here. I look like a madman. You can see my walls. Yeah. If you look deep, if you look down, you can see something they call ADA. You can see why. You can see that thing that I say why, your why. I told you I talked about the why. Start with your why. You can see focus, hard work. You can see a lot of things that I wrote like a mad person in the wall. Yeah. You can see that it's the same process I went through trying to figure it out but then it was difficult because I didn't have the right guide. So I had to spend a lot of money on different people, different things, different mentors, more than $50,000 yeah, at this point. But I'm glad I did, because now I have so much knowledge on the field that it gives me results very, very easily. So me, what I'm doing here is just breaking it down for you, because I'm taking through the process of like, okay, if I was to go back to say, 5, 7 years, 10 years ago, and I want to teach this person that was the young man that was coming up trying to figure this out, how to make this entire process very easy. How do I go about it? This is what I'm giving you guys. See, I wish you know the value. I wish Rosel was here. Yeah, Rosel took action. It didn't come to this live, but I think I'm going to tell him to post a video on the WhatsApp so you can understand. It took action. It got the program 2 months ago, and it got the older version of the program. This one is even more simplified, and it took action. After taking the action, he has a product now that is selling. So I will tell anybody here who's looking into creating content. If you want to create content with your mobile phone, you don't know how to go about that. Rosel is the guy. He has an amazing product that can teach you how that entire process works. So guys, in the absence of questions, I want to tell you that I really appreciate your time. If you also have questions over the weekend or as you're going through the programs, you can put your questions in the WhatsApp group. So when I come through, if I see your questions, I can make a video and I post it there so I can go through the answer for that your question, and maybe we'll learn like that. But let's take action, guys. Let's take action. It's very, very important we do. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you all.